Merry Christmas Memorial. I've been here for a few months now. I've had a chance to meet a lot of great students and a really terrific staff. I've been learning a bunch of things. I've been getting the cobwebs out after a few years in elementary school, finding my way around this great big place. There's a whole bunch of doors I haven't even unlocked yet. I've had to figure out the budget, which has been a challenge, and we had that great big lockdown, holy smokes, and thank you again for the great work that you did during that time. I figured it's about time that I introduce myself. I'm really glad to be here. I've been teaching for over 25 years now. I've been kind of all over the place. I was in Prince George and Canuso and Smoky Lake and Fort Nelson and Marythorpe, and I've been in Parkland School Division for about 12 years now at Connections for Learning and Division Office, and most recently Forest Green. So when I was teaching, what did I do? I was kind of like the special ed teacher for the school. I taught kids with challenging behaviors. I was a high school counselor for about a dozen years, like Mr. White and Mrs. Porter. I'm also a mom. Some of you probably know my son Eric. He's here upgrading and singing in the choir. If you play soccer, you know my son Garth. He's in grade 10. And I also have a boy, Ty, who's in grade 3. I'm married and live in Spruce Grove. I'm originally from Wetaskiwin, and just to date myself, I used to compete in Stony Plain when the swimming pool was brand new. Lately, I've been looking at a lot of our school data. You guys have been completing surveys last spring. We've got our exam results in from last year. We've also had some parent surveys done. And as I'm looking at that data, there's really a whole ton of good news in that data. Our school completion rate is great. Students graduate from Memorial at very high rates, and you're reporting that you've got great relationships with your peers and with your teachers, and there's a lot of good learning going on in the classrooms. You guys are reporting that your teachers are holding you to high standards and that they're providing some interesting learning for you, and you're also telling us that you are really enjoying the wide variety of programming and extracurricular options that we've got here for you. But there are some things in that data that worry me. You guys are reporting high levels of anxiety and depression. You're not really feeling all that connected to the school, and you've got concerns about being prepared for the world of work, and we've got pretty low rates of participation in post-secondary. Bullying seems to be an issue, and drug use and smoking have also been identified as issues. And our girls really seem to be struggling with school more than our boys. So I figured it's pretty important to check in with you students about that. What does all this data really mean? I'd like to create a Student Connect group. I'm looking for a cross-section of students, about 12 to 15 students, boys and girls, grade 10, 11, and 12. I'm looking for academic students, athletes, smoke big kids, alternative kids, Indigenous students, shop kids, fine arts kids, a whole range of students to be able to come and share their opinions. I'm hoping that we'll meet 3 or 4 times in the new year and really get you guys to help me understand what does that data mean and what's the best way moving forward from a student perspective. It's going to be a pretty open-ended conversation. I'm not really sure where it's going to go. It really depends what we talk about. But this will be a key part of the student voice for Memorial. So if you're interested, please leave your name with the teacher who's showing you this video, or come and see Mrs. Harper or Mrs. Campbell at the front desk. Have a good break, rest and have fun, enjoy some time with your family, make good memories, and stay safe. Merry Christmas.